supposed to withdraw your take all the money out your account just to realize you don't have enough to make the minimum withdrawal. Now you bad. Point being, this was on a Tuesday and you ate. You ate Thursday, Tuesday and Thursday, the same week. Ate both days. Close to the edge, right? This is not really close. This was 2 o'clock, but again, it threw doubles. I'm gonna live with this loss. I'll live with that loss, right? Tuesday. Yeah, 2 gold arrows. I'm living with that loss. This one, green, on a Tuesday, right? When technically it consolidated all day here before it spiked up for big profit and then went for profit for the rest of the week. Thursday, when? Tuesday. Look at how many sci-fis got caught here. 2 here, plus another one. I'm holding this. I got 2 back to back, and then another one at this early in the morning. I would have tried to get a bottom position down here, and then held it as long as I could, because this gold sci-fi would have made up for these 2, but holding these 2, everything would have been a profit. I would have took that. But Tuesday and Thursday, same week, in profit. That was just the 5-minute chart. All right. Let's go look at an exotic. Something that you'll probably never trade. US dollar and the Singaporean dollar. How about that? Ooh, Tuesday. When? Into Tuesday, going into Wednesday. When? 5-minute chart, by the way. So find another trending week. Tuesday. When? Kinda. Thursday. When? Thursday. Look at that, was a good ass win on Thursday. You ate. Wednesday, but that's a perk. I'm taking that. No, it's not. That's Thursday. I'm sorry. That's not Wednesday. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. This Thursday. That's a Thursday perk. Cooked. That was the highest you would have made. But you see, it never came back. Perps, I'm taking initial entry. Yeah. Hold it for a week. I'm telling you. Man, for real. Because if you would have held it for a week. Whew. Thursday, Friday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Friday. I meant for the whole week. I didn't even say for 8. But shit, I would have. But I mean, I would have been too scared to do it. I mean, look, if I get in on this trade and hold it till this long, right, and I ain't worried, and it gets here, and I ain't worried, and I see this, I don't care about none of this. I'm putting my stop loss. If I made it this far off of this trade, my stop loss is going here, and I'm not touching it ever again. I might, yeah. When I saw it start doing shit like this, I would have took it out around here. But even still, from here to here, but I ain't gonna lie. If I saw this, I would have held it, and then I would have lost. Guess what day this was? Oh, that was a Tuesday. Ooh, surprising. Ooh. Second one we lost on Tuesday. You know, kids on Tuesday, like, get out, don't do it. Yeah. Like, no. Thursday, when? Thursday, loss. Tuesday, loss. Okay. Nah, I'm in the exotics now. You could have played this right and you would have went out in profit, right? This is a Thursday. So even though it doesn't look like a win, right? This whole little section after this sci-fi, that's a win for me. I know how to play that. Right? So it's like, okay, well, boom, if it's doing this. Yeah, so boom, but I know it's trending upwards. So it's like, okay, I set it here. I didn't take initial. I set my pendings. Boom, boom. It got picked up, got out profit here. I'll set 2 more. Boom, boom. And then went up here. I'll set 2 more. Boom, boom. Got stopped out. Ooh, shit. But it doesn't matter. got it off of here, and I got it for more off of here. And this was a 0.01, 0.01, 0.01, 0.01, and this was a 0.01, 0.01, 0.01, 0.01, and this was another stack of 4 of them. Right. So off these bottom positions alone, I cooked. Off these 2 bottom ones alone, I cooked. That was 0.08 off their bottom position. Yeah. So, power of the pendings. Set your pendings, right? If your pendings get picked up, set more pendings in that area. Right? Because if it keeps lingering as many times as it wants to pick it up, let it pick it up. It's a bunch of 0.01. So if it picks it up, when it goes in profit, close some of them out. Or just like he has them do with VG. When it boom, take it. Close the top.
Hello. Welcome. Crazy that nigga ain't on the big screen like that. Alright, hopefully there ain't nothing crazy going on today, especially on this autopsy.
I'm exhausted. I wonder who Steven brought in today.
There we go.
Good morning, Mr. Ridley. Oh, he's not here yet? No, I'll do without him.
What the hell?
Almost there. Now for the tough part. The body needs to be moved. Where's Ridley when you need him? Alright.
Somewhere bullshit.
I just need some gloves and my apron. Then I can get to work.
find some gloves to wear.
I'm going to need my tape recorder for this. Autopsy dated November 22nd, 1991. 7:32 p.m. Led by Dr. Jack Hanman. I begin by verifying the identity of the Jane Doe. It's most likely Harper Lloyd, age 35. Found reported missing for a week. Firefighters found the body after the Chelsea family began complaining that their tap water tasted strange, and at one point had begun to smell and turn a dark color.
Ugh.
It is also known that the deceased was diagnosed with affective bipolar disorder. Harper was placed on drug therapy, which she dropped out of fairly regularly. During her treatment, the last person who had contact with the deceased was her partner. Harper's last message read as follows. Police records also show that Mrs. Lloyd was in constant conflict with her neighbors. The constant parties and subsequent brawls made living in the area nearly impossible. The most important task in forensic identification of a drowned person is to distinguish whether the death occurred before or after entering the water.
Let's take a look, shall we?
Okay, that could have been worse. I carefully removed the victim's clothes so as not to damage the skin. The deceased with one shoe was missing. I'm going to need the camera to document all possible suspicious marks. Definitely the first thing that stands out is the very advanced post-mortem gigantism.
I finally found the use for the kryptonite. There's the guaranteed target. It's always boom, boom, boom. If I put it, watch this.
The skin of the deceased appears very delicate, smooth, and relaxed from being in the water for a long time. The whole body is extremely pale.
Why are there so many fibs? Fib retracement, there it is.
There are bruises and hemorrhages on the neck. These usually occur due to increased inhalation when fighting to breathe underwater.
Time for your close-up. Not, I did it.
Remember, it always goes to the middle, right?
Post-mortem markings are seen on that is, on the back, thighs, and calves of the deceased.
So I have my 50% line on the fib, along with a 75% and 100%. So I know what
It's likely that the deceased was lying on her back when she was fished out.
like, yes, I literally just figured it out. I never knew what the fib tool was really used for, so I didn't waste my time using it.
There are some obvious scratches on the skin. The skin on the hands can be easily separated from the body. The separation takes the form of a glove.
Give me 1 second. Oh, I got the sheet up. What you got?
The so-called washerwoman skin on the feet. The deceased had indeed been in the water for a long time.
What the hell's even that?
Say it again.
Pin the photos on the photo board.
11061.
On this board here, I assume it's so.
My 30 days 4516. My AWR is 10.
So, after the preliminary exam, it's time to take a closer look at this.
Alright. Performed autopsy.
Scalpel, scissors, syringe, magnifying glass, knife. Scalpel, scissors, syringe, magnifying glass, knife. Today's date. The deceased was clothed. Rigor mortis does not need to be checked. Based on the state of decay, you can be sure it has subsided.
I'm gonna put this in the refrigerator so I don't forget about it, because I'm gonna definitely want some of this later. Alright, inspect the areas of concern with the magnifying glass. Tab, tools.
Where to start? We see thick, white foam in the mouth of the deceased, resulting from pulmonary edema.
Ooh.
Foam is a characteristic in deaths due to drowning.
You already did it.
Okay.
There are obvious scratches on the skin, especially on the back and hands.
zombie.
These could be defensive wounds, evidence of some sort of altercation prior to death.
She get hit with like a wood plank board or something.
The spots have a purplish blue-red hue, which is a typical sign of the death of the organism.
Yeah.
No obvious signs of struggle. The skin on the hands would have easily peeled away from the flesh.
Yeah.
Some of the fingers have already lost their nails.
Really now.
Yep, pretty typical. Liver mortis are formed as a result of putrefaction of blood in the veins.
So basically, I can use the fib tool, right, to go for profits. And then if it passes certain levels of the fib,
Due to the fact that the deceased was wearing shoes all the time, her feet are in better condition than her hands. Nevertheless, we can still notice a clear, wavy skin and the so-called washerwoman's skin texture.
Washerwoman.
Okay, that's probably enough to indicate a direction for further examination.
it works like this, but I have to double check it to find some other things. But 50% is the minimum, right? That's what I'm looking for. 75% is cool. 100%, I'm just gonna move my stop to the 50% line.
Highlight the
And
previously.
Otherwise, I just walk away with
I gotta remember how to get the click
Yeah.
word.
So if I go drop this fib to one another,
I wasn't sure it would amount to anything, but the World Wide Web has been a blessing for speeding up my work.
find another sci-fi. Wait, I need to take a picture of this. Before I got my phone. I wouldn't have submitted that for homework anyway because there was no doubt that was actually bothering.
Okay. Oh, okay.
I'd better note that down in the records. Those abrasions, there doesn't seem to be anything unusual. Diffuse spots are caused by considering the deceased's hands heavily wrinkled from submersion in water. Typical marks found on the neck and foaming at the mouth are typical signs of drowning people.
No, it's not. All these be bottoms, bro. Make me so mad.
Maybe it's just abrasion. Or maybe their district liver mortis a simple trick. Fortunately, in this case, the question is, was drowning an accident or of suicidal intent? That's all for now.
It was a suicide or it was I think it's third party involvement.
Before I begin the dissection, I'll make sure the suggested identity is correct. The suitcase with the fingerprint equipment should be around here somewhere.
That suitcase. Oh, here it is.
Oh, here it is. If the body of the deceased is well preserved, fingerprinting is similar to that of a living person.
Oh, really?
With decomposing bodies, the tissue of the pads and the finger to remove these shrinkages, a mixture of glycerin or air is used. The fingerprint sheet should always be checked. Slipping fingers, too much or too little ink, or inaccurate hand position can make fingerprints illegible. I'm going to conduct a dactyloscopic examination. If in fact the deceased is in the police database, I will find her. Glycerin is injected successively between the nail and the skin of each finger. The substance then enters the fingertip, removing shrinkage and wrinkles.
What the hell? Ooh. This is fucking creepy.
Now I take a brush.
Almost like fingers getting Botox.
Only when the skin is taut and elastic can you use ink. I think it's enough. In the case of drowning victims, you have to be extremely careful. The skin may fall off the hand like a glove when you take the print.
Leave the corpse. Okay.
I'll use the fax machine to add the print into the system.
One pullback, the ratio was 1 to 2.92. The other ratio was 1 to 4.91. I ain't even waste my time looking to see what the ratio was.
Green button, and...
It would have picked up those pendings.
Once the data uploads, I'll run the prints against the police database on the computer.
And my line was in the right spot. The pending for the second pending was 6.6. And it went for higher than that. That was just the period.
Great. The data is there. Click upload. Now, go through the database and find a matching print. Expect possible hours of fun. One more. Analyze button.
Voila.
And we have a result. Everyone has a story to tell, even if it's just a police record. So, as predicted, the deceased turned out to be Harper Lloyd. That went smoothly. I'll print this out and attach it to the medical records.
Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
This another one? This another one. Look at this.
Great. Now I can go back to my inspection.
This one is a little on the weird side.
Alright, Miss Lloyd. Let's see how you got killed.
I'm adding the name of the deceased. I'll start the internal examination by taking fluid from the victim's brain. A needle inserted through the nose will do the trick.
Oh my god.
If the victim was alive when she fell into the well, she must have swallowed water fighting for her life. And then diatoms, characteristics of pooled water like a well, got into the body. In the meantime, I'll check the sample under the microscope. I'm sure that these algae traces will be found in the samples taken from the well where police found the body. Now I need to adjust the knobs properly and place the I won't even notice an army of diatoms from this distance. The aperture still needs adjustment. The image is too dark. Nah, too much light. I won't be able to see the diatoms. Oh, I'm finally starting to see something here. It's perfect. It's not perfect.
It's still in it. It's still it. By the tip of
Great. This way I'll see if I'm dealing with a large concentration of these. It's not a dirty perfect.
right here at checkpoint 3. Cleared it by the leak.
The aperture still needs adjustment. Oh, I'm finally starting to see something here.
That don't make no sense. 2 days of pullback. Tuesday, green, down, still hit.
It's not a dirty lens, I'm afraid, but rather a bad focus. And perfect. As expected, we find the aforementioned algae in the solution. Their upper part, epitheca, which overlaps the lower, hypotheca, is clearly visible. The presence of diatoms in the brain samples taken indicate that the deceased was certainly alive when she fell into the water and was possibly conscious.
Damn.
Since there were diatoms in the brain, it means that many more of them must have entered the body. Studies of the rest of the organs will most likely confirm this hypothesis.
What did you do?
I can finally get to the practical part. I must be extra careful because the skin of the deceased is very stretched. I wouldn't want an explosion here. You can immediately see a very large swelling of the organs. In addition, all internal organs are very congested. I proceed to remove the rib cage.
Loppers.
It's easy to see that the ribs have been imprinted in the lungs. So, I'm going to start by drawing blood from the lungs for testing for diatoms. If diatoms were only present in the lungs, this would mean that the victim was placed in the well after death, and the perpetrator wanted to get rid of the corpse in this way. Now, I remove the lungs and proceed to their examination. Taking the lungs in my hand, I feel that the tissues have lost their elasticity, which is the result of water emphysema. In addition, there is significant swelling of the organs, and as a result, we have a nice imprint of the ribs. The emphysema itself, it's clear how far it's progressed, which is characteristic of drowning. Corpses found in water are worth examining with a tomograph. However, I can't count on such luxuries, so I must reach for a more archaic technology: a bucket and water.
Bucket and water, huh?
Who has anyone been here?
Thursday sci-fis. They tally
I hope no one dipped a mop in it. It's best to go to the lab for this.
15 wins and 50 losses. Buys went 80 wins, 31 losses. The sells went 37 wins, 19 losses. That was one person's tally.
Jesus.
Alright, Miss Lloyd, I'm getting crazy over there. Huh, performed a drown test. Question. Let's see here.
I wasn't sure it would amount to anything, but the World Wide Web has been a blessing for speeding up my work. Historically, the lung float test is used to detect infanticide.
9.6. That one didn't pick up. But the 4.1 did. And it actually hit that spot twice.
The water should be at room temperature. That's enough. To test for this, I have to place the lungs in a container of water. This checks if there is air in the lungs. And speaking of lungs, everything is ready to bring them here. Of course, such a study isn't without flaws. Air may have entered a newborn's airways during resuscitation attempts. Gas is released during decomposition. In this case, however, it's about something else. Namely, the amount of fluid in the lungs. To test for this, I have to place the lungs in a container of water and wait to see if they fall or if they will float on the surface.
Oh, these gonna fall. I can tell you that now. She been that well for God knows how long.
Just as I assumed, the lungs collapsed easily. Fluid could have entered the lungs during panic attempts to catch breath underwater, but it could also be the result of bacterial infections or cancer, so further investigation is needed. I move on to dissecting the lungs of the deceased. You can hear the distinct, very unpleasant crackling of the tissues being cut through. The parenchyma is remarkably pale, although small hemorrhagic foci and petechiae. All right. Now, I will check the collected fluid under a microscope. If we find 20 diatoms on the slide, it can be... Let's see. Although I expect we'll... And perfect. Oh, I'm finally starting to see something I won't even notice Great. This way I'll see if I'm dealing with a large concentration of these algae.
Yes, you are. Holy shit.
As expected. In solution, the diatoms are clearly visible. There are smaller and larger clusters of them. There will definitely be more than 20 of them. I'll make a note of all this. So far, this case looks pretty standard. It's clear from the beginning that it's drowning. Well, the procedure requires me to check everything anyway. So, I move on to checking the other organs. I ligate the heart, and then remove it for inspection. Strongly developed putrefactic hemolysis of the organ can be seen at first glance. Apart from that, no signs of a heart attack or other heart disease. I move on to the next organ. This time, it's the liver. It's immediately apparent that the deceased didn't care for herself. Like most organs, her liver is enlarged. The beginnings of cirrhosis are visible in some areas. I transfer the organ to a board and proceed to dissect. The cross-section clearly shows dilated veins and many small hemorrhagic foci. I must admit that this is quite a feat, considering the rather young age of the deceased. Harper enjoyed drinking so much that she might not have lasted a few more years.
Yeah. I'd be surprised she had liver cancer.
I move on to the stomach. I take a sample of the fluid for testing. It looks very turbid. I'll see what happens after spinning, but that's in a moment. Now, I carefully ligate the organ, then cut it off. It's enlarged, probably full of putrid gases. I transfer it to the board and carefully open it, checking the contents. One thing you'd never get used to is how much this task smells.
So how much it smells? Would it just smell like, well, I can't say it just smell like metal, but...
Okay, the stomach is full of fluid and unidentified organic matter, which is probably... So let's check the diatoms. Again, but in a centrifuge for a change. The problem with examining drowned people is being able to show whether the death was due to drowning or whether something else can... My old but trusted centrifuge. Ideal for all the fluid tests I need to perform during an autopsy. Okay, this is one last little sample. Now set.
$35, $25. You said 20. Alright, 25. 25.
Done. I'll run it directly into the chromatograph. I'm certain the analysis will show similarities between the fluid and water in Chelsea's well.
What rack? Am I just blind? Possibly.
A considerable collection.
Maybe I might take it back here. Yeah, I do.
Let me think. 3 milliliters should be fine. Okay, now it's the chromatograph's turn.
I got 75.98 for mine. For my 30 days plus, I got
Yes. The water sample matches the one provided by the police. Well, the results are quite clear. I was hoping it would be a more interesting case.
Well, that could be interesting, alright.
More diet analysis. There's little left to do. I'm going to check the... Interesting. Looks like there's something stuck in the trachea. I'm moving to the board for further inspection. I dissect the trachea and open the organ. Inside, I find a wedding ring. This is interesting. Let me look at it. Based on the size, I can say that it's a woman's wedding ring, quite standard from the outside. There's an engraving inside. What the fuck? But this is my ring. Alice's ring. But how did it, but this should be at home. I have it. At home. It's,
Don't lose it, man.
I have to check this out.
Take be cool pills, cuz.
Where are my meds?
Take them be cool.
Where the fuck are my meds?
It's time to be cool, cuz.
Huh?
What the hell?
Jesus Christ! Hope these all make it go away.
How you gonna take it without taking the gloves off? Oh my god.
I have to check the apartment. It can't be. Jesus Christ! Mr. Ridley. Jesus Christ!
He is freaked out.
I have to check this out. This can't be real. Where is it? Where is it? Where?
And then looking at this trade, right? My stop loss would not have been the red line. My stop loss.
What the hell? Where'd you put this so-called trinket at, man?
Not even. I think purples.
You got a little bit of everything everywhere. I mean, oh, that guy should be pretty obvious.
So my short stop.
Your trinket box.
So my guaranteed profit level. That's one of 10 based off the short stop position. So they pull back. Trade pop up.
Please be there. It's not here. It's not. I need to go. I need to go. This is sick! Fuck! Come on, Steven. Pick up the fucking phone!
Hey. What's up, man?
They took the ring!
What? What ring? What are you talking about?
They took the wedding ring. Alice's wedding ring!
One sec. You mean burglary? You said nothing was missing.
Yes, I know that! I don't know. I was jittery. Maybe I didn't notice. I don't know, but that's not the worst of it.
Calm down, Jack. Breathe. What happened?
I found it in the trachea of the deceased I was working on. Do you understand? I pulled it out of a dead woman's trachea!
What?
I don't know what's going on. You think Red Pete wants revenge? He's playing with me. Huh? I knew it. I knew it from the beginning this was going to happen. I didn't make it up!
Jack, listen to me. Try to calm down. Don't leave the apartment. I'll be with you right away, okay? I'm on my way.
What sane person would do something like that? How? And when? What the fuck? Fucking Ridley lets in whoever he likes as usual. What are you saying? Steve? Steven? Don't leave me, man. Come on. Fuck. Oh, God, what? Okay, just calm down. Just calm down. I need a drink. Jesus. What's going on? Just one sip more. Yep. Jesus.
Jesus Christ.
Just one sip more.
Almost seems like we're going on a trip.
Okay. All right. I can't do it anymore. These reports will kill me one day. I'll have to finish it over the weekend. It's time to go to work. I should take out the trash first. Jesus. Fuck. Maybe I'll just ignore it. Yes.
Hi, this is Charlotte. I guess I interrupted you again?
Oh, hi. No, I just... I wrote reports in those last sections, and I was just about to leave for work.
I always know when to call.
Yeah, definitely. What's up? How are you?
I'm good, thanks. What about you?
Okay, nothing new. I had a few days off.
Oh, that's nice. Then... Did you have a moment to look for something for me?
Something for you?
Well, the photo with the photo I asked you for?
It hasn't come yet? Oh, sorry, but I said it a week ago.
No, not yet. Maybe I'm too impatient. I'm sorry for rushing you. You have so much on your mind, I thought maybe you forgot.
It's okay. No worries. With my pills, Pills. I almost forgot to take my pills. So you see...
Yeah.
I have to go now.
Yes, sure.
Let me know if you still haven't received the letter. Then I'll try... well, maybe I'll find something else.
Oh, really? Could you? It would be great if you could. Really.
Yes. I know it means a lot to you.
Well, I won't hold you any longer. Thanks. Bye.
Bye. Take care.
Bye.
Damn. Did I mess up the address?
Damn.
How am I gonna get the... Maybe I should invite Charlotte to do something herself. Ugh. Why is it so wet? Ugh. I shouldn't be this tired. Oh shit. Almost left the door open.
I hit the button. What the hell?
What's going on?
Eat your medication. I put it down. I'm gonna just figure out why. Where did the transfer go? Oh, I guess I had to look at it the right way.
I wonder if Alice's mother has a film of this photo somewhere. Actually, hadn't thought about it before. I should call her on Friday. Oh, God. Why do do I like sleeping so much? Huh? I think I'll get straight to work on this one. Focusing on something will do me some good.
No funny business here.
Christ, this one's heavy. Hey, Mr. Ridley, I need help. I can't lift this bag myself.
Well, you better do it anyways, cuz.
Ridley! Ugh, wasn't easy.
Yeah, you already
At
knew
least
you
I can
had.
start.
That's why you ain't come around that corner. Hey, look, nah, big bro, you got it.
A new package must have arrived. I guess Dorothy ordered it. I think I'll skip recording a video for the students today. They don't need to see me and the body. Ugh. And they'll still have the accompanying photos anyway. November 27th, 1991. 5:14. James Evans Jr. Also, Evans had previously been convicted of possession of stolen goods. Police photos show that the body was not even particularly hidden, but only covered with the body was found naked and mutilated. Clothes, probably belonging to the deceased, were found lying near. The body was found inadvertently in the woods near Peetsville. The dogs picked up the scent while searching for a missing boy.
What the hell?
Sounds disturbing. I wonder what condition the body is in then. I'll start by opening the bag.
It's in terrible condition.
Oh, fuck. I didn't expect this level of mutilation.
Ah, man,
This is
I
going
think
to
this
be a dirty
he
job.
gonna be the one that gonna be on that
I'll
BS.
check to the
I can
back
already
the
tell you
police
that
left.
now. No head. Died in a weird way. Yeah, you gonna be one of them ones. I can already tell you that now.
Maybe there will be something worth noting about the victim's clothes.
I don't know. Go find out.
Plain cotton t-shirt. Classic jeans. Well, dirty and torn. Certainly not my style. Is this? Interesting. Most of the blood is visible around the mainly traces of soil. It's a bit like the perpetrators pulled his something stuck here. It looks like some kind of ecdysis? Scale? This could point to an animal being responsible. The bloodstains don't appear to be related to any a lighter, engraved with the police insignia. Stolen? Or maybe purchased from a pawn shop? Traces of dirt mixed with blood and rubbed leaf litter. Evans must have been crawling, or was dragged along the ground. here, another animal souvenir. It looks different than the previous one. The only thing I can tell from the clothes is that before his death, Evans had either put up quite a fight, or the attackers simply dragged him along the ground for a long distance. In turn, and this is certainly strange, the injuries themselves were inflicted only when he was naked. Okay, I'll take a look at the scales. They seem too different. Dorothy once brought an animal encyclopedia here. She performed an autopsy on an exotic animal smuggler. The guy suffered an accident while transporting illegal animals. Not only were the police needed on site, but it took nearly a day to round up his cargo. Dorothy had a hard time with that case. Did the impact kill him? Or did one of the animals he was transporting do him in? They even talked about it on the news. People were terrified that some reptile would just come out of their can and grab him. Okay, the book.
Yeah. Oh my god. Come on, man. Come on. Don't do this. Don't do this.
All right. Which page was it? Not this area, but who knows? Oh, that was quick. I wouldn't expect anything else. I don't know why I'm even Nile crocodile. No way. I would expect something local? I certainly don't remember hearing of an animal escaping from the zoo. So, either someone donned in crocodile product or one of them attacked him. I'll examine the body and take photo. If an animal attacked... Ugh. Christ. Why am I so tired? Some coffee would be nice. What was I supposed to... the pictures. I'll have to show them to Dorothy. Too bad that we no longer keep our ranking. With something like that, I would come out on top. There's been a case like this for a long, long time. All right, I'll begin. The deceased's skin is smooth and taut. This suggests an advanced stage of decomposition of the corpse.
Goddamn, how much closer I gotta get? Shit.
No head. That's not hard to miss. This wound appears to have been made by a sharp instrument.
Oh yeah, you got fucked up. That's what you get trying to be motherfucking Crocodile Dundee.
Oh, and as expected.
Hate to say it like that.
There are also clear traces of the deceased ankles being bound in some way.
Became the crocodile hunted.
Such a wound could not have occurred during the victim's lifetime. It's unlikely that a human would make such a wound. Nasty. Interesting. This needs to be investigated further. Evans couldn't have tied himself up like that. It looks like some sort of attack or kidnapping. I need to gather my thoughts together. And look at these photos. It seems... I wonder... I should have the work of animals, like torn meat. But I can't tell from the photo what animal did this. This looks very promising. The bite is clearly visible. It should be easy to compare it with the encyclopedia and identify the culprit. I just need to make it a little bigger. It'll be faster than physically measuring the bite. I hope I put it in right. I can never remember whether it was image up or image down. Fantastic. Practically a one-to-one. Just some tracing paper, a pencil, and I can check these in the encyclopedia. Now, did I leave them in a drawer? Or maybe a box somewhere? Ugh. I don't remember if I left them out somewhere. They definitely pay me too little for this. I guess it was in another life. Archives. Oh, looks like I can tidy up after myself. Sometimes. A very, nature-driven case. I'll have to consult the encyclopedia again. Good thing Dorothy left it here. Otherwise, I would have had to run back to my place to get some. would be concerned if it was this crocodile that killed him. It makes sense. This would also explain the mold found in the clothes. It turns out that some of the wounds can be safely blamed on local alligators. However, we cannot blame them for the decapitation. It's not these animals we should be afraid of here. I should make some notes and start the autopsy.